Listen to the midnight whisper. Can you hear us?
In the freezing darkness of the Atlantic Ocean, 2 miles beneath the surface, lies a shipwreck that has haunted the world for over a century, the RMS Titanic. But in 2023, when a small submersible named Titan attempted to visit the wreck, the world witnessed a tragedy. What the world never knew is that the Titan did not just encounter pressure or technical failure. According to leaked audio logs, corrupted sonar files, and one surviving data recorder, the Titan encountered something that should never exist beneath human reach. Tonight, you're going to hear the classified story that no news channel, no report, and no authority has ever revealed. This is the horror that unfolded in the black waters beneath Titanic, a horror that continues even now.
In the freezing darkness of the Atlantic, something ancient waits. And beneath those waters lies the most haunted ship in history, Titanic.
June 2023. The Titan submersible begins its final descent. Inside the sub, the crew feels the pressure and something else.
A metallic smell spreads as they sink deeper, unnatural at this depth.
Then, a strange blip appears on the sonar.
Something massive is following them.
At 2,800 meters, they hear it, knocking.
Inside. Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap.
The pilot freezes. Nothing human should exist here.
They wipe the camera lens, but the face remains.
And then it vanishes.
The Titan reaches the Titanic wreck site, silent, enormous, watching.
There is no current here, so why?
A faint female voice comes through the radio.
But another voice overrides it. Deep. Inhuman.
It says only one word. Leave.
The Titan's lights flicker as something swims beneath them.
This thing is not swimming, it's walking.
The footsteps vibrate through the hull.
They try to rise, but the sub is grabbed. A swarm of ghostly figures surrounds them. One ghost places its face on the window and whispers, "You shouldn't have come."
The pilot screams for full ascent, but the controls fail.
Outside, the ghostly passengers press closer. Their clothes are from 1912, but their faces are twisted beyond death. One ghost lifts its hand, pointing toward the Titanic wreck, as if telling the crew to follow.
Against their will, the sub begins drifting toward the wreck.
The temperature inside drops below freezing.
Then, everything becomes silent.
Silence in the deep means only one thing. Something is watching. The creature built from Titanic's metal emerges fully. Its head is a broken boiler. Its limbs are torn railings. It moves with impossible strength, like the ocean itself obeys it.
It stops in front of the Titan and kneels.
As if presenting something. No watch can tick at this depth. No sound can survive here.
And yet, they hear it.
The ghosts form a circle around the Titan. They begin to turn, slowly, like a ritual. The metal guardian lifts its head, glowing with hatred. It roars, yet no sound reaches the crew, only vibration. The pressure outside spikes violently.
Alarms explode! Red lights flash!
A crack appears on the front viewport. The ghosts stop turning and stare directly at the crew. Every ghost lifts a hand and points at the cracked viewport. They are not attacking, they are warning. Something worse is coming. A second creature, even larger, awakens. This one is made of human bones, ropes, and shattered ship fragments.
Its face is a skull fused with rusted metal plates. It opens its mouth, revealing a black void. A void that moves like water, but feels alive.
The pressure inside the Titan drops. Something is draining the air.
The crew panics as frost spreads across the floor.
The creature moves closer, its shadow swallowing the sub.
They rush toward the monster, trying to stop it.
But the creature absorbs them, devouring their souls. The metal guardian rises to defend the wreck. It swings its arm with impossible force.
The blow creates a shockwave that shakes the entire seafloor.
The crew grips onto anything they can.
Outside, the two giants collide, metal against bone.
The void creature opens its jaw and bites into the Guardian.
The Guardian's arm is torn off, drifting away like scrap.
The Guardian staggers, weakening.
Ghosts that remain circle the Titan in fear. Something ancient, something forbidden, is waking beneath them all. The deep holds its secrets, claiming all who venture too close to the unsinkable grave. Shapes approached, walking the seafloor like forgotten souls, searching for home.
The Titanic's steel seemed alive, faces trapped within its rusted grave.
Something enormous stirred below, too big to be made by nature.
They stood there, silent passengers, reliving their final moments eternally. The systems refused life, as if something didn't want them to leave. A child's face appeared on the window, smiling softly, then vanished.
Something from the deep clung to them, a living darkness drawn to fear.
Gravity itself twisted, droplets floating like lost souls suspended in time.
The sub drifted without propulsion, guided toward the Titanic's heart.
The past replayed itself, but in reverse, as if time resisted them.
Reality broke as a hand emerged where no living hand should be.
In darkness, the crew held each other, waiting for whatever came next.
For a moment, the Titanic rose again, rebuilt by memories of the dead. And then, a wave of spectral energy consumed everything.
The hull is failing. We have to move.
I can't breathe. It's everywhere.
Get away from the viewport.
Lights shimmered across the wreck, as if the ship awakened from its century-long sleep.
A woman appeared, her eyes begging for release from eternal drowning. Passengers walked past, unaware a century had passed since their last steps. Water fell upward, breaking the laws of nature in a place untouched by sunlight. A creature watched them, its eyes ancient, patient, and impossibly large.
The temperature plunged, as if the deep had entered their lungs.
For a heartbeat, the past rebuilt itself around them.
And he stood there, the captain himself, guarding his fallen kingdom.
Pressure
The
climbed
vortex
rapidly.
formed, swallowing wreck, spirits and sub alike.
They relived the night of 1912, watching history drown them in memories.
The souls rose, drifting upward toward a freedom they never found.
The sub elongated, space twisting like a nightmare maze.
The Guardian returned, its bones glowing with ancient sorrow. Its cry shook the deep, vibrating through metal and bone alike. All the souls converged, forming a single, blinding entity. The ocean pressed in, not with water, but with grief.
The spirits encased the sub, sealing their final message.
Their final expressions reflected the fate of all who disturb the dead.
Their final
from the other side, as if asking to be let in. The bow shimmered with souls, rising like memories escaping the past.
Their monitors showed the ship alive again, unmarred by the sea.
A vortex spun around the wreck, a whirlpool of forgotten memories.
Water rose from the floor, glowing with trapped sorrow.
The Guardian circled, as if sensing an intrusion into sacred waters.
Within its ribs, souls reached out, begging for release.
The sub was pulled toward the staircase, as if invited inside.
The sub warped, stretching into a tunnel without end.
The spirits guided them deeper into the ship's forgotten heart. A final dinner replayed. A feast never finished. Piece by piece, the Titanic returned, rebuilt by memory and sorrow. Come down,
Earth. The captain touched their glass, asking them to understand the weight of the deep.
Water rose quickly, filled with shadows that weren't theirs.
A wave of spectral force gathered, ready to crash. The wave struck, carrying a century of trapped agony with it.
The sub spun through darkness, swallowed by faces of the lost. And then, absolute stillness returned.
The wreck fell silent, the deep reclaiming its secrets.
The Titan joined the countless relics of tragedy lying in the abyss.